I'm back. Hello. Earlier than anticipated, we ended up skipping maps, so I'm back. I am back again to cause more mayhem. So we're gonna continue Manderville questline. I want to see how much of this I can get through tonight. And we'll see how far we can go. Let's hop right on in. Alright, Lunar Conspiracy. Nashu Maharaka awaits your approach like a butterfly poised to set off a hurricane. Dimma, I have a new lead, and just as I promised, you're the first to know. Before we get into details, though, I should give you back your soul container. I gave it a good scrub first, of course. Being the gentleman that he is, I'm sure the inspector wouldn't want to leave any lingering spiritual odors. Good, good. I need that. There. Now you can listen to my findings without having distracting thoughts like, when is Nashu going to give me back my soul container? Now, as for the lead I mentioned, I was thumbing through a periodical and found an article on alien abduction. The way it was described was almost exactly what happened to the inspector. It even had a little diagram of a man swimming in midair. Anyway, the author seemed convinced that the victim had been taken to the moon. This crackpot theory sounds awfully familiar. Why does this sound like the kind of rubbish that Thavnerian Truth publishes? That's because it is. You remember Dorian, Dorian? Oh dear. The editor in briefs? He was the one who wrote it. And he plans on doing research for the next edition on the moon itself. Apparently there's a portal or something in Garlemald that will take you straight there. Oh, but a world-hopping adventurer like you must have been to the moon already. Know it like the back of your hand, I bet. I thought so. It'll be nice to have an expert guide with me up there to search for clues. What say you? To the moon, Nashu. We shouldn't be so quick to trust the nonsensical ramblings of a man who sees aliens in every shadow. To the moon! Right, I'll start packing my bags. I don't know what the weather is like on the moon, but I remember Garlemald being a bit chilly the last time I was there. Ah, to Camp Broken Glass. And Dust Bunny is here with us. As always. I did, while I was, on break, I had one of my FC members tell me to train a little bit, so I've had some practice with my rotation. We'll see if it works. Oh, it's much colder than I remembered. I sure hope this lunar gate is close. Kinda? The Tower of Babel. Oh, you mean that big spiky spire? Well, we definitely shouldn't get lost on the way there. Let's get moving. Apparently getting a lot of the same mounts today. I also figured out how to auto-run. Oh, this is nice. Man, learning controller really makes this so much more relaxing. I can just sit back and watch. It feels restful. My fingers can reach all the buttons. I wonder if this is what everyone else feels when they play games. So, this thing will send us up to the moon, just like that? Courage, Nashu. The world is in grave danger, and the people deserve to know. I have to reach the moon so I can expose the truth. Oh, dear. As I have explained to you twice already, I can only allow passage to authorized travelers, which you are not. You're with them, aren't you? The aliens have infiltrated every layer of our society. What the blazes are you talking about? I'm Dalmascan, born and raised. Oh, look, it's Dorian, the editor-in-briefs. That's Delion, editor-in-chief, thank you very much. And you were friends of the abducted, I believe. Dimma, greetings. Are you acquainted with this man by any chance? He exposited in my direction once. No, nor am I affiliated with him in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't think so. He doesn't seem the kind to keep the company of a hero like you would keep. Wow, I read that really wrong. But Dimma, aren't you forgetting that whole conversation we had with Dorian back at Rod's at Han? Dimma? As in Dimma Louis, slayer of gods, savior of Ishgard, liberator of the provinces, stealer of pants? I stole pants? How did I fail to recognize such an unbelievably famous individual? As a champion of the people, you have a duty to lead us through this fact-strangling checkpoint. We cannot let your comrade's abduction go unsolved. He needs you, and the world needs my next article. And you believe he was taken to the moon? Well, that certainly sounds like an emergency to me. Your acquaintance here seems sincere in his desire to help, so I will grant him special dispensation to accompany you just this once. You may proceed to the Nethergate. Mysterious forces have thrust us together, and though I trust the fates about as much as I trust that obviously compromised gate guard, I leave no moonstone unturned. The truth is up there. Oh dear. I kind of love that it's a weird moon conspiracy theory. I'm glad I had a break, though. My throat was starting to hurt, so I needed to rest my voice a little bit, I think. Ooh, the moon is just as white and shiny up close. But not made of cheese, and no sign of Inspector Hildibrand either. So, we've arrived? The Empire's technology is more advanced than I feared. What? Over there! The aliens have built some kind of forward base on the lunar surface. We must sneak in and blow the lid on their invasion plans. Oh dear. Looks like Dorian has a lead. Come on, we should follow him. No, he doesn't have a lead. He just has a head start in running to bother the poor. Oh dear. Aliens! Honest to God, aliens! I never expected them to be so tall. Or so small and bunny-like. Aww. Welcome. If I had known I was receiving so many visitors, I would have sent for more tea. That voice! Speaking inside... Wait, are they speaking inside our heads? I did not pick up on that this whole time. Oh! That voice speaking inside my head. I don't know the words, but their meaning is clear. Are they wielding psychic powers to try and brainwash me? Are you alright, fair friend? Need help with anything in particular? And this one speaks our tongue fluently. Learned it from your Charlatan collaborators, I'll wager. You don't think you'll fool me, what with your adorable bunny nose and silken ears. I'll print the truth before you arrive to beguile my fellow men. You're one of Ariange's friends, aren't you? I'm not sure who or what put such odd ideas into your companion's head, but would you mind setting him straight for me? The Loporrits are not alien invaders, although their adorableness does belie their capacity for shenanigans. Loporrits are allies of all mankind, misguided attempts to make us live off carrots alone notwithstanding. They got to you, didn't they? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I've heard the rumors about the disbanded Scions of the Seventh Dawn. The formerly secret society has in truth become the more secret, that it may pull our leaders' strings from the shadows. Hold it right there, mister. I won't stand here and listen to you slander Demo or this lovely bunny any longer. You better not libel them neither. We actually came in search of Inspector Hildibrand, a dashing gentleman who we think was brought here by a shining flying saucer. You wouldn't happen to have seen either of them around here, would you? I'm afraid I have seen neither. Long was it my duty to keep watch, but as the need for constant vigilance has ended, I've grown accustomed to idleness. It's rather refreshing, really. Anyway, perhaps the leperist may have observed this man or his abductor. I feel I would have remembered if I had. The others might have seen something, though. Why don't I take you over to Bestway's Burrow and you can ask them about it yourself? That sounds like a wonderful idea. Please lead the way. If nothing else, getting an eyeful of the facilities we built for the benefit of mankind should help reassure your suspicious friend there. I certainly have constructed some beneficial things. Oh, I love the teleportation. And this music. So many bunnies! If they can build a forward base on this scale, then what hope does mankind have against them? Oh, for the love of carrots, this is not a military operation. Do you see any cannons or assault craft? We haven't any weaponry at all. Take your time and chat with whomever you like. As for me, I've got perfectly innocuous and not at all nefarious things to do. Bye now. Right then, let's get on with the investigation. Nashu and Delion are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave your companion. Yep. Alright. Let's go talk to these shenaniganizers. Look, they even have an aetherite here. An aetherite, a convenient tool for meeting with their Charlian co-conspirators, no doubt. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll tell you aetherites were an elegant invention. They'll tell you, but it really was just one of many alien technological secrets received in exchange for their undying loyalty. Link pearls too. Be careful what you say on those private calls. The Charlians are always listening. Oh my word. This guy's insane. I love it. Alright, let's see what you've got to say. Oh, I often stretch my legs out there under the stars, but I can't say I've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Sorry. Not to worry, we'll try our luck elsewhere. Thank you. Furry-faced liars, the lot of them. They're probably hiding an entire fleet of alien attack craft. Yes, I'm sure. It's definitely what they're doing. A propulsion engine? Of course, this is no mere moon. You know, the satellite upon which we stand was never a natural celestial body, right? It was a grand fabrication of the ancients. They were in contact with the aliens even back then, but the purpose of their ambitious construction has eluded us. Until now, it's obvious that the moon is a colossal starfaring vessel. Okay, he's getting certain things. Oh my word. Core, that's a big fan. It must get hot in here. Ah, there we are. Oh, ever since we built the Excitatron 6000, we get all kinds of people around here. Could you describe your missing friend in a bit more detail? Well, he's very gentlemanly and dapper. If you look past the almost certainly tattered state of his clothing. Though their fashion sense can be a bit eccentric, our visiting adventurers are always dressed impeccably. Not to be rude, but I have a feeling your friend would have stood out in that crowd. He's probably strapped to a table somewhere, even as we speak, enduring unspeakable experiments. From what I've pieced together so far, the giant alien is the master. No. And all these smaller xenobunnies are artificial life forms created to serve as minions in his armies. Their harmless appearance is part of the strategy. As soon as you let your guard down, snap! They take you down like a pack of tiny herbivorous wolves. Dorian has some interesting theories, doesn't he? Being nibbled to death by a mob of cuddly bunnies doesn't sound like a bad way to go. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see where we go next. Not seeing any more conversation points. Weaving way. No gentlemen in ragged clothes, I'm afraid, but I did spot an object in flight that I couldn't immediately identify. It was while I was out gathering materials in the south of Mare Lamentorum. I presumed it was just some Allegan relic or a new species of floating jellyfish, and I didn't think too much of it. Core, now that sounds promising. Thank you for your time. Oh dear. What's this then? A pod for growing new xenobunnies? They must plan to produce them in the millions and overwhelm us with sheer fuzzy numbers. Ah, how could I have been so blind? Those aren't ears, they're psychic wave generators. They'll lure people in close with their precious little faces and then bam, brainwashed. I figured all out, alien scum, and once the world reads my special edition, your dreams of domination will be done for. Ha! What a strange and oddly aggravating man. Is he a friend of yours too? He thinks he's a friend to the people, but I don't think any people are his friends. Right, let's get out there and find that flying object. Do you know which direction's south? Wait, I'm coming with you. Don't leave me here with the brainwashing xenobunnies. My word. I'm pretty sure if there were brainwashing xenobunnies, they would have done something about you earlier, my dude. Let me see. We're just gonna go all the way out to Sinus Lacrimarum. I figured out how to close the map. While in mid-teleport. Hehe. This is so pretty. It's nice being able to just, like, look around the place. It's very pretty. Search for the flying object. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a likely suspect and inspect it with right trigger or A. Now she was romping around with Argos, already forgetting why she was out here. Dillian is searching high and low for any signs of alien vessels, likely a true professional. Oh, I can't get to it. Does it have a locker? What was it carrying? Ah, there it is! And there it goes. Come on, we can't let it get away. We did it, Dimma. We found the inspector. Case closed. Horrendous. Only aliens could subject a man to such a callous and physically implausible fate. Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or do you see a whole field of planted Hildibrands? Well, well, what a delightful surprise to see you here, whoever here happens to be. This is dangerous. My, what an impressive specimen of a gentleman you are, good sir. The same could be said of you, my good man. Oh dear. Oh no. This is an Okay. Is this an extemporaneous gentleman's club? If I may be so bold as to join you? Oh gosh. They're all posing. Well, at least they all have his temperament. They love each other. What in the name of the occult is happening here? Where did they all come from? They are phantom Hildibrands created by the refraction of starlight through swamp gas. Could be they're Hildibrand's clones grown in an alien laboratory as flesh bats. Imposters, you mean? Don't worry, I know just how to find the real inspector. Cease and desist, Nashu. Use your powers of deduction, not destruction. They're all so authentic and synchronized, I honestly can't tell the difference. Well, look no further, for I am the one and only Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. The one and only. I believe that would be me, good sir. How odd. Think you will find that I am the original Hildibrand. Oh, I am more than certain that I am Hildibrand. There's so many question marks. As am I. Hildibrand. Hildibrand. Hildibrand? Could it be that we're all Hildibrand? How positively marvelous! I propose we celebrate this auspicious moment as only a mob of Manderville men can. Oh, here we go. Are we getting a synchronized dance? Yup. What manner of waking nightmare is this? Oh no. Oh, here it comes. Oh, there they all go. Oh, there's only one now. Apologies for the confusion, my friends. I assure you that this time you stand in the presence of the inimitable Hildibrand Heliodor Maximilian Manderville. And this diminutive blue chap here is my new associate, Master Poo-Poo. It's adorable. Another alien species! Of course. You're building a clone army to invade our star, and what we stumbled upon was a field test. I do not believe we've had the pleasure, my excitable fellow, but I promise you that the amicable Master Poo-Poo has no desire to wage any clone wars. Then, what's this all about? You're telling me you weren't abducted? A simple misunderstanding. Oh no. Oh ho ho ho! What a charming little rascal you are. An offshoot of the Mandragora family, perchance? Poo-poo, poo-poo-poo-poo-poo, poo-poo-poo-poo-poo-poo. Poo-poo. Ah, I see. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Master Poo-poo. Might I inquire as to our current whereabouts? I had but recently reunited with Nashu and Dima, and would greatly appreciate if you could convey me back to my prior location. Splendid. Full speed ahead, my dear fellow. Steady on now. That is not what I had in mind. Oh dear. My word. You've generated a veritable battalion of identical gentlemen. Surely the world could never safely contain so much pure Mandervillian magnificence. Could you, perchance, reverse the process? It's terrifying. Oh no. Well, it's... Oh, there it is. One got away. Oh, gods, no, not like that. Mummy! Thus I have concluded that Master Poo-Poo has no grasp of the common tongue, and his true intentions, while surely peaceable, remain woefully unclear. It was only through frenzied gestures that I managed to direct him back here and have him clean up our Manderville multiplicity incident. Poo-Poo, I hail! Poo-Poo-Poo-Poo from a star! Poo-Poo, a great distance from here. Poo-Poo, I came in search of a friend whose communications halted mid-exploration. All this way to aid a comrade in distress, you say? The devotion, the determination, your touching story has sunk its hooks into my heart. Fear not, my blue-hued friend, for I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have attached myself to this case like a stubborn barnacle on a kraken's behind. Sounds about right. I swear to you, here and now, I shall scour all of creation, from the deepest pits of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the missing comrade that you so desperately seek. It's so happy. Oh, look at it. I want it as a minion. Oh, here we go. Tell me, Dimma, how is it that you're able to understand Mr. Poo-Poo's language? The power of echoes. Ah, you mean persistent repetition. It sounds similar to the Manderville art of parley. You're saying you have exsensory abilities that allows you communication with aliens? How fascinating. Yes, most fascinating indeed. Ending mysteries aside, I am glad indeed to once more be in the company of my faithful assistant and stalwart contemporary both. The imperfect gentleman. Unfazed by events that would shatter the minds of a lesser man, Hildibrand stands ready to begin his next case. So begins the case of the silent correspondent. Not to rain on your parade, but my friend who was somewhere on your star stopped sending me messages is not a lot to go on. I've spent years investigating the existence of aliens, and recent experiences notwithstanding, they are not that easy to find. Then you don't know Inspector Hildibrand. He'll solve this case as he's solved countless others, with unerring perception and panache. Ah, ha ha ha, well said, Nashu. I need but relinquish conscious thought to navigate instinct, and the clues will follow me forthwith. I would say something, but honestly, it's worked for him so far. I wouldn't be surprised. Lose yourself in the deductive current, Inspector. You're channeling, aren't you? Contacting a higher power to breach the veil of mystery. Another fascinating development. Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over. I thought you'd like to know that I spotted a chap you were asking about. You know, the well-muscled gentleman with tattered clothing and dazzling teeth. You mean this gentleman? We found him too. Well, that can't be right. I just saw him in the north of Mare Lamentorum, and he ran the other way when I called out. I don't understand how he could have arrived before me. I have a feeling, Mr. Bunny, sir, that what you saw was an imposter. Dimma, would you mind asking Mr. Poo-Poo if he was growing any more inspectors on the moon? Pooh, I only created a single batch, but one did manage to escape the vaporization beam. That individual's behavior was unpredictable. A flaw in the cloning process, I'm afraid. Well, this won't do at all. You cannot have a flawed inspector running around besmirching the Manderville name. Master Poo-Poo, I must ask that we hunt down and liquidate my other self as soon as possible. Might we delay the search for your comrade until the deed is done? But pooh, the imperfect clone was of my making. It is only right that I redress my mistake first. So begins the case of the imposter inspector. Oh, that does sound exciting. If you don't mind me coming along, I can show you the place where I saw the imposter inspector. It's a good thing we have the alien here to confirm which one is the real Hildibrand. Though I'm assuming this one's going to be relatively easy to pick out if he's got a flaw in his code. So pretty. Where are we headed? Ah. I espy with my little eye no dashingly defective gentleman. You can't have made it that far on foot. Why don't we try searching the immediate area? Scan the horizon, that sort of thing. I suggest we split up so we can cover more ground. Nashu, Dimma, and I will investigate the west. Right, I'll take these other two and head east. Splitting the party again? And you're leaving me with the aliens? Oh, relax, Bright Eyes. We'll have a nice chat and I can disabuse you of all those strange conspiratorial notions. Oh, and we can get to know our new friend here. Well, let's see if it works. I don't know if it will. Let us be on our way as well. With Dimma in the van, if you please. Hildibrand and Nashu are accompanying you. Let's go to that first. Oh, that's a pretty fitting mount. Discuss the Cradle of Darkness. Look down there! They have their very own hot spring! My dear Nashu, what you are observing is no hot spring, but a natural reservoir of ceruleum. With such a rich resource at hand, it is no wonder they can afford these palatial residences. I'm glad you're here to educate me, Inspector. I was about to take a quick soak. Yeah, definitely, ceruleum. Behold the sublime vista. 'Tis as if the moon herself breathes beneath our feet. Oh, look down there. They have their very own hot spring. Hot spring, palatial resources. No. Oh, hammer-struck thinker. A goldsmithing hammer is lodged in the thinker's carcass. It appears to have been dealt a single swift killing blow. Core, the bugs grow big up here, don't they? This hammer! Surely it cannot be. Nay, it does not bear thinking about. Yeah, your dad's here. Come along, nothing to see here. Oh, it's up there. Discuss the starry sky. Not a single cloud in sight. In fact, I've never seen the night sky so clearly. Now that you mention it, it's been nighttime this entire time I've been here. How much longer until dawn breaks, do you think? Sir, this is the moon. A dazzling display of stars. Okay, so apparently I should be talking to Hildibrand first. Oh, that is dead. Why is there more than one? Another goldsmithing hammer, another killing blow that bespeaks unparalleled strength. Oh, it looks like he's yawning. The hammer stuck in his head spoils the effect, though. He cannot be here. Why would he be here? That's a goldsmithing tool, isn't it? It does look awfully familiar. And yet completely unrelated to our case. Moving on, people, moving on. Yeah, Hildibrand, I think this might be the case. Trail of fancy footprints. Companion has yet to arrive. Be sure they are both at your side before attempting to continue. Set of gentlemanly tracks leads to the northwest. Aha! In the sand, in the snow, or in the half-ilm of moon dust. I'd recognize these fancy footprints anywhere. They're a perfect copy of mine. Our fugitive imposter must just be up ahead. Water was needed. I sense a gentlemanly presence. He is close. Very close. I just don't think it's your dad. No clones in the northeastern quadrant that we could see. That's clever. Mr. Poo-Poo can scout for us from the air. Aha! I found me! Uh-oh. Why? Why did I flee? Hildy clone. He seems sad, downcast, very uninspector-like. A flawed creation, to be sure. Such negative emotions would never mar the heart of a true Manderville man. Ah! They both just nod in agreement. There he is. Godbert! Manderville! Oh, he killed another thing. Praise Saul for his patience. 'Twould seem my beloved Hildy has been awoken from his unnatural slumber. Oh. The only one who can defeat Godbert is the Hilda clone. Abandoning my gentleman comrades to save myself. My pride in worse tatters than a maltreated wardrobe. Fatherly love denied. Unthinkable. Unless that is not my son. Oh gosh. He's jumping. Oh no. Another of me survived? I'll not turn tail and run this time, no sir. Hildibrand to the rescue! Round and round as fast as I can. Can't slow down. I'm a Manderville man. Manderville dance of the ephemeral twins. Oh, that plane is not. Oh. 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 What? What am I watching? No, no, don't skip the cutscene. What? You're cute, funny, for real. You're a squirrel that's out. Oh. Now I know I'm dreaming. That can't possibly be real. Ah, that was just a little something we were preparing to welcome the people of Aetheris. I almost forgot it was still there. What? And Kiddo. It cloned. That's how he ate the chicken but still had the chicken. That's a lot of stuff. The barrage appears to have stopped, but just look at all this junk. Please be sure to pick up your litter before you leave. The moon belongs to everyone, you know. There's a book over there. Oh ho. What is it? Hildibrand, Heliodor, Maximilian Manderville, how glad I am to see you up and about. Your mother will be beside herself with joy. I only stand before you now thanks to Nashu, who stood ever vigilant at my bedside, and to Dima, who ferried my soul back across from the rift. My son is indeed blessed with comrades of quality. You have my heartfelt gratitude. To you, Master Poo-Poo, I extend my apologies. In my excitement, I fear I have broken your starship. Is there aught I can do to help effect repairs? You have only asked. Oh, if there is aught. Poo-Poo, my vessel experienced a temporary malfunction, but there was no major structural damage. It brings me relief and joy to hear it. Might I have a word, Dimma? I had actually come to the moon in search of a certain rare ore, and by Thal's good graces, my quest has been successful. The ore, however, is but the first step in a longer saga. Meet me back in Rodzet Han, and I will explain the role I wish you to play. Yes, I think it best we make the journey starwards. We'll not find Master Poo-Poo's friend from up here unless someone packed an extremely efficacious spyglass. Anybody? No? Then home it is. For years I've chased after the supernatural and the inexplicable, but to encounter so much of it in such a short span of time, my mind still reels from the implications. Yes, yet I must keep my gaze focused beyond the veil. A chance like this comes only once in a lifetime. I've gotta say, I was not expecting that face to do that, of all things. Ah, how lovely to be back in the star of my birth. Father did not tarry to chat, but said something about returning here with the trusted employee. Well, we've no time for further familial pleasantries. Nashu and I must devote all our mental energies to the case of the silent correspondent. I like that he's naming it. Ah! My keen inspector's sense impels me to begin our search in that direction. Make haste, my companions, for justice waits for no man, not even one who is little and blue. Inspector, wait! Can't justice make an exception for me? This channeling appears to be remarkably effective. Fascinating. Yes, most fascinating indeed. Dimma, forgive me. I seem to have been laboring under a misconception. After spending time with the Xeno Bunnies, it has become clear to me that they have not the slightest intention of invading our star. They are no threat to us. But he is, you know of whom I speak, that devious Master Poo-Poo, and his diabolical devices devised solely for world domination. I shall have to investigate him further to learn the intricacies of his plans, but I may require your aid, not to mention your interpretation. I'll even pay you a retainer fee, so please, when the time comes, join me on my quest for the truth. His outfit is crazy. Ah, Dimma. My apologies for the wait. Shall we proceed to business then? The task at hand concerns nothing less than a family legacy. The recreation of the historically significant and astronomically magnificent Manderville weapons. They were the designs of a distant ancestor, you see. While the originals have long since vanished, the manual containing the secrets of their construction survived, a precious heirloom passed down through the generations of Mandervilles. Why the sudden passion for weaponsmithing? Aren't hammers built for hammering gold? Aren't your hammers built for? 'Tis true that, as a goldsmith, I've had little occasion for crafting implements of war. Why this project and why now, you may very well ask? Then I shall very well tell you. The tale begins not so long ago. I was here in Rodzet Han to discuss a deal with an up-and-coming merchant. The matter in question was an acquisition proposal. Alas, the talks soured. So I made preparations to depart. It was then that the sky burst into flame. You know all too well what horrors followed. I did my best to defend the citizenry from the beasts which spawned. Yet I could not save them all. Saved far too few, in fact. The memory of it haunted me day and night, and I found myself unable to work. But then I heard the news of how you and your companions had ventured forth to banish this evil at its source. You forged on in the face of deepest despair, and it gave me the courage to do the same. I took a good hard look at the looking glass and asked, what can Godbert Manderville do to safeguard the people of this star? Thus did I realize that I had both the knowledge and the skill to forge the greatest of weapons, that I might empower others to protect themselves and their fellow man. So I began going down the list, acquiring the necessary materials with single-minded purpose. One of these was a goodly chunk of purest mandarium ore, a metal found exclusively in meteorites, and that only rarely. I searched high and low, scouring impact sites and consorting with kobolds, all to no avail. Then, when none was to be found on Hydaelyn, I set my sights on the moon, where I at last obtained a sizable sample. Now I say at last, but the list of materials goes on. If I'm to collect the rest in a timely fashion, I must employ the help of a comrade of quality. When you can spare a moment from adventuring or aiding my dear son in his inspecting, pray, drop a word in the ear of my manservant here. I shall clear my schedule of trivial interruptions, and we can proceed with the recreation of a Manderville weapon forthwith. The new relic weapon shall be mine! Meanwhile, elsewhere in Radz-at-Han. Oh no. Another mysterious shadowy figure. There's underpants on them. What is going on? It's funny how they just take the character model, make it bald, and like recolor the entire thing. And that's, oh no. That's how they make these shadowy figures. That is terrifying. That is one of the most terrifying scenes I've seen in this show. Sound the alarm, a prisoner is escaping. Oh dear. Oh no, here we go. They're running again. On solid ground or far out of this world, beyond the truth lies the weird and absurd. A beloved son, he's second to none, our agent of inquiry, Hildibrand Manderville. Definitely not an alien clone. What? I'm confused. So it looks like the relic quest line is a separate quest. The spectacle of inspection. Demo, what suspiciously auspicious timing. I was just thinking of you and suddenly you appear. As I'm sure you recall, Master Poo-Poo claimed his purpose in coming to our world was to search for a missing comrade, which is of course merely a cover for his true objective, laying the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. But I understand the skeptical masses will demand proof of this sinister operation. Thus did I decide to bide my time, keep my eyes open, and let things play out. And no sooner had I resolved to do so, when I received word concerning the inspector. Seems they've made progress in tracking down our alien friend. This could be my chance. I say my chance, but I can hardly stand against this cosmic conspiracy alone. You are coming along, yes? I dream of letting you investigate Poo-Poo by yourself. The truth will out, or at least something truth adjacent. Then let us be on our way. They were headed to Palakistan. We don't want to miss even the smallest development. Let me pick this up and see how this works. Please note that upon completing the quest, make it Manderville, you will receive a mandible weapon for Reaper. Oh. Okay. So yeah, that is the relic quest line. I don't think I'm gonna do it on Reaper. I'm gonna have to look at the classes. And then choose the weapon for it. I might not do that on stream. We'll see. Because I kind of want to get those done. Hello, Badger! You want to grow up to be like me? Excellent. Well, I can help you out if you want. I'm just on controller right now. As a warning, I am doing post-Endwalker content, so there are spoilers for the entire storyline going on right now. Since I know you're still a baby, I don't want to actually. Looks like I'm gonna have to pause here on the stream, looks like. Oh, well, have a good sleep. Thanks for popping by. Ooh, yeah, get some rest. That doesn't sound too pleasant. Very much not an ideal situation. Alright, I shall. You two have a good rest. And I will say the same to the rest of you, because I did not realize the time. So I am gonna head out. Take care. I will see you all next time.